Hey, Ruby. How's it going?
Like a speeding bullet.
Hi. I heard you were back at school.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd see if it's gotten any better since I've been away.
How you doing?
Great. I've only dropped one plate so far. Of course, with my luck, I'd had to have the chef special on it.
You did seem a little jumpy when I came in.
Only when the door opens.
Every time the door opens? Oh, that is. Could we sit down and talk for a minute?
Ruby doesn't really like it when I sit.
Ruby, I need Liz for a minute, okay?
Oh, sure, honey.
Pays to know the boss.
Oh, wait. It's over there.
You know, Liz, you don't need to push so hard so soon. I mean, I could come up with a pretty medical-sounding excuse to Ruby if you'd rather be at home.
No, thanks. I'd rather not be at home. I told Graham everything. Big mistake.
Why? What'd she say?
Nothing.
No.
Well, as close to nothing as she could get. I mean, she made a bigger stink when I stole her car keys. It was like, if we don't mention the R word, then maybe it will unhappen.
Well, that doesn't sound like the Audrey I know.
It works for her. Maybe I should handle it the way she says.
Audrey isn't handling it. She's obviously in denial.
Well, maybe that's not such a bad place to be.
No. If you need help, you're certainly entitled to ask for it.
Yeah, great. Tell the world. You know what they're gonna think when they find out?
What do you mean?
Well, I know everybody thinks that I'm like the town tramp. But guess what? Ha, joke's on them. I'm a virgin. I mean, I was until...
Hey, good afternoon.
I gotta put away 3 chapters of modern European history. Can you believe that? Then I gotta do this thing on Silas Marner.
Who?
I don't know, some old sailor I don't care about. What? What? You know, this mind-reading thing of yours can be real annoying, Dad.
Really? What's up, son? Bad day at campus?
No, not for me. Elizabeth came back to school.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Who knows? She won't talk about it. You know, she hasn't even gone to the police.
That's her choice.
Yes, I know. But, Dad, how can I help her if she won't talk about it?
Maybe you can't help her, Lucky. Maybe you've done everything you can, for now. You're the guy who found her when she was most vulnerable, and you took care of her. And maybe right now you're the last guy she wants to talk to.
Okay. All right, maybe I can't help her that way. But you know, there is something I can do. And I bet you'd mean a lot to Elizabeth.
Okay, what is it?
I can find the guy that did this to her. But I'm gonna need your help.
Okay, look. Did Elizabeth ask you to find the guy who... Did she?
She didn't have to. You know, she took a little getting used to. But I tell you, the thing I liked about her the most from the start was that she had guts. More guts than brains sometimes, but I never saw her back down from anything or anyone. And now, she's somebody else. She walks around all quiet and alone, like she doesn't want anyone to notice her. But then any noise or sudden movement in it, and she jumps out of her skin. She looks around all embarrassed. She just disappears again. She's afraid. I've never seen somebody so afraid in my life. So I figure I can give her one less thing to be afraid of. The thing that scares her the most. The man who raped her.
Look, I don't want you going one-on-one with this guy. I mean it!
That's why I came to you.
I'm no expert.
He's still out there, Dad. And he's gonna do it again unless he's stopped. You know, I don't get what makes a man think he has the right to turn somebody inside out. So I'm asking you, Dad, will you help me?
Liz, I know you've heard this before, but you really can't hear it enough. Rape is never about sex, ever. It's an act of violence. And whether you were a virgin or you weren't, really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it matters to me. It wasn't like I was dying to hold on to it forever or anything. I didn't even think I'd have to be with someone I loved. Just somebody that was nice. Was that hoping for too much?
No, honey, of course it wasn't. Is this making you feel any better, talking about it?
Yeah, I feel terrific.
I didn't say good. I just said better. You know, verbalizing what happened to you is part of coming to terms with it.
I don't want to come to terms with it. I want to get over it.
Well, for now, just try living with it. And the first step is good, completely confidential help from healthcare professionals.
You want me to go to the hospital?
I have a friend who works at Mercy. I could call her today.
Would there also be an AIDS test?
That would be a good idea, don't you think? If you were exposed to the virus, the sooner you knew, the sooner you could start treatment.
You know what? I'd rather just not know. I'd rather just get you a cup of coffee and act like I'm working and worry about things like losing my job and gaining weight and whether anybody loves me.